One of the most inspiring stories you will ever hear is that of Kola Olugbodi. As a child, he suffered a polio illness that left him crippled. Thankfully, much progress has been made in tackling polio in recent years. But no one should forget how devastating the disease was for many decades. Kola survived polio and went on to do great things in his life as an entrepreneur and mentor to many. He is the founder of Background Check International and the author of this memoir titled Through It All. Here's a reading by Kola from his book.
My name is Kola Olugbodi. I'm the CEO of Background Check International, and I'm also the author of Through It All. Through It All is a memoir of my many trials and triumphs in life. Primarily, Through It All, it's a book that I wrote just to encourage anyone going through challenges in life. And I'd gone through many challenges in life, from my childhood even to my adulthood. And my first challenge in life started with my battle with polio. I had polio at age 2, and of course that changed my life. From that time, I discovered that I had to learn how to walk. I discovered that I was different from other children. I discovered that I could not even do what every other person was doing. I needed to form what my life was going to be like, even from childhood. And of course, just like the normal thing that happens to somebody with disability, the pity party was there. The one feeling, having that, sense of inferiority, that you're not like every other person. So I actually started with all those. And the beautiful thing about Through It All is that it's not about just my woes and challenges about disability, but I had been able to go through life despite the disability. I had been able to overcome many things that I've been told. I've been told many cannot. You cannot drive, you cannot attend normal schools, you can't do what every other person was doing. But I'd been able to disprove a lot of all those cannots. I taught myself how to drive. Incidentally, I have like 8 other siblings, and 7 of them are guys. And I remember when my father was teaching everybody how to drive, I got that cannot. Oh, Kolawole, you cannot drive this type of a car. Of course, despite the disability, I had to practice until I knew how to drive that same car, even though it was a manual car. The left leg was, it's paralyzed. It's still paralyzed for over 50 years now. But I learned how to use my left hand to compress the left leg and press the clutch. And then, of course, the right leg that is okay can work on the throttle and the brake. And I was able to get over how to drive. I still drive up till now. And the truth is that there's no challenge in life that is not surmountable. That's one thing that Through It All is all about. So Through It All is just to let people know how you can overcome your challenges in life, many challenges, and become who you are created to be in this world. I'm going to be reading part of my book, Through It All. It's going to be from the 2nd chapter of the book, which I actually titled The Masquerade Episode. I hope you enjoy it as I read. Despite my unfortunate condition at that young age, people who knew me from childhood reiterated that I was never distressed by the situation. Instead, I was back then, attitude-wise. Maybe on the surface, that was the front I projected, but deep down, it was not same. As I grew older, it kept dawning on me that I was different from others, including my siblings. Deep down, I had questions. I would ask, why does it have to be me? Different circumstances and various events that took place throughout those my growing up years kept pointing to the fact that I was disadvantaged, I was limited, and sometimes helpless. One of such incidences occurred when I was about 7 years old. Dad usually take us to our village, Ara in Osun State, for December holidays. It was a trip we always look forward to. Traveling out of Lagos to meet with other cousins, nephews, uncles, and friends who would always come from all over for the Christmas period and for the family reunion. That particular December, the Christmas festivity somehow coincided with the annual masquerade festival of the village. But it did not seem like a problem to anyone. Instead, everyone felt it would only add more color and flair to the season. On Christmas Day, some of my cousins, friends, and 2 of my siblings decided to go and visit some big uncles and aunties around town. About 10 of us set out from Iliafin, our family compound. It was real fun all the way until we got close to the village market square, which was like the center of the village. Suddenly we had some drumming, and then came waving followers of the masquerade. Commotion erupted, and everybody started running helter-skelter. I was terrified. And so were my cousins, brothers, and friends, who all took to their heels, fleeing in different directions. I tried to run too, limping and hopping on my right leg since the left leg was totally lifeless. I did run, but not fast enough to prevent the highly feared masquerade from catching up with me. As the sound of the drums accompanying the marched one drew nearer and nearer, I broke down in tears, crying and screaming to my relatives to wait for me and help me escape from the masquerade. No one stopped. None came to my rescue. Everyone was after their own safety. Something gave way inside of me that day, as it dawned on me that my destiny in life would not be dependent on anyone else but me. Not even my very close family members or friends. I cried bitterly, not because of the masquerade anymore, but because of the sense of betrayal that I felt.
The season 4 of our National Book Review Essay Competition is still on, and it's for senior secondary school students out there. All you need to do is to visit this website, www.channelstv.com/bookclub, to get all the details about the competition. It will close on the 30th of June 2019. Basically, you just need to get this book, read it, and write an essay to review the book. When you are done, send it to us, and our judges will assess how you fare. The grand prize this year for the best 3 participants is a sponsored trip to Dallas, Texas, United States of America, for an exciting book event. Give the competition a shot. You might just win it. And even if you don't, it's always worth a try. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. As always, we'll be delighted to get your feedback through any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Olugbodi Kasumo. Remember, one great book can change your life. Bye-bye.